Magandang gabi sa lahat ng ating mga viewers.
Yes, hello guys.
Again, muli you are watching the Garena Premier League 2015 Spring Season.
Spring season.
Oh, so
week 3, day 1, I believe. Week 1, day 3.
Yes,
there we go. Sorry guys.
Alright, so magpapakilala po muli kami.
Yes.
I am Garena Shoutcaster Gia Shinbu. That is a Shinbu with a 1 for an I.
And I'm Garena Shoutcaster GS Asra, and that is with an I.
Okay, so kanina, on our first game na witness natin ang laban ang ating mga mandirigma, War Gods, against ang naglalakihang Bangkok Titans. And it's medyo, actually nahirapan talaga yung War Gods against Bangkok Titans. Things has been looking gloomy for War Gods, no? During that game 1.
Game 1.
Oh, yung composition ng Bangkok Titans ay yung all-in composition niya hindi nakasanayan sa current meta ngayon, which is Siege, no? What's your insights about that, Asaray?
Syempre, I mean, if for example sa Philippines nga kasi ang parang pinaka popular na meta sa atin is that Siege type of composition or yung safe picks. Parang sabihin natin na may parang 50-50% chance na manalo. Pero for going something like Bangkok Titans na all-in, there's a high risk, high reward. So if they snowball in the early game, parang they have a higher chance to snowball mid-game and then to the late game. As you can see in game 1, yun na nangyari.
Okay, so let's move in sa ating champ select.
Picks.
Dahil sunod-sunod na pumipili ng mga bans ang Bangkok Titan. Looking here at the band champions would be Irelia targeting GLC.
Yes,
And of course, Pancho and Thresh. Break it down. Asaray, ano pa yung... also sa ban ng look at the ban of... War Gods.
Right, so for War Gods, they ban out Kassadin, LeBlanc, and Warwick. So, as you can see in game 1, Kassadin was for Warlock and LeBlanc was for G4. So, all they wanted to do is counteract these champions kasi I think that War Gods feels that BKT is very comfortable with using those two champions against them. As you can see, so much burst potential. And now you can see that BKT did get that Lissandra for their top lane. And Nami and Lee Sin have been picked for War God. So again, we're going to see skill going for that Lee Sin. So might do those early ganks. I would like to see him do those early ganks for his team.
Oh, napaka-cliche ng pick sa top lane ng BKT. Warlock! Lissandra Warlock.
Kapalitan lang sila.
Lissandra Warlock on the top lane. Ooh. So, we're seeing BKT here scouting from Ezreal na punta sa Urgot. Now, pinipindot niya na lang yung random button. Probably checking that setup out.
Mapunta yung viewers na
Okay, oo nga pala sa mga viewers natin. Again guys, to all of our viewers on the Twitch chat, we ask you a favor to do share our Twitch channel.
Yes.
Ito yung ating mga guys. Ito yung ating mga representative pitting against Southeast Asia.
Tapos kung maka first or third place sila, it's to the World Finals.
Oo, tickets na to Worlds. Oo, as in nag-iipon na ng points dito. Kahit medyo almost isang taon pa tayo to the Worlds.
I mean, pero advantage people, advantage.
Journey of 1,000 miles, single step. Diba?
Of course.
So, getting back to the champ select.
Alright, so you can see right now that for BKT, they did get that ADR Lucian and support Janna. So, lots of defensive and offensive capabilities in the bot lane. As for War Gods, we do have, Serath for Ochi and BYY again. I will try to go for his Corki. Will we see that Corki? Come on, BYY.
Probably. Pero makikita natin na
Oh, and there you go.
War God still going for the siege composition here. A lot of investment for that long range domination. Yeah. Habang yung BKT will still go for that outplay mechanics. Lucian again, no?
Okay, so
and by short range actually, ang ikli na ng range na naman nila. All in na naman yata to.
Yeah, because so what I'm seeing right for BKT is makikita nyo naman from War Gods that they do have that Xerath and Corki for the long range picks. But then, if they do lock this Vi in, parang the gap closer is there immediately. So kung na-lock in yung Assault and Battery ni Vi onto someone like VYY, someone like Lissandra could use his ultimate to pick them up, and then Fizz, if they lock that in, zoom in with the ultimate, and then the follow-up coming in from Lucian there. So might see something, but they do have disengage. War Gods does have that disengage with the Nami's ultimate and of course the Lee Sin's Dragon's Rage.
Yes.
So it's all in the timing of the skills. Kung uunahin ba ng if War Gods will go in for those aggressive picks or if BKT will go in for those aggressive picks.
Or recalling what happened into the first game, diba? I mean, will still be able to secure Ochi to snowball here. Nakikita naman natin na medyo mas mataas ang team fight early game presence ni Lee Sin against Vi. But 007 plus the mid lane napakaganda ng
Potent
performance nila
combination,
kanina against Ochi on Lissandra. So, tingnan natin kung how will War Gods adjust learning from game 1.
There we see it. We're hovering over that Malphite.
Yes, ito ang aming pang all-in. Malphite.
Yes. So this is okay. So this might be a safer pick for them.
Yes.
So if they do lock in this Rumble, it's going to lock in the strategy that War Gods have, that they're going to go for that long range siege type of composition.
Yes, actually
yes.
Wala naman si Casa din, no? So talagang viable na viable to
so here we see it right now.
Rumble.
So yeah.
Everybody getting locked in. So, basahin na natin yung ating mga players as they have their champ picks and roles up. So, for the Bangkok Titans, in the top lane, we have Warlock on Lissandra. For their jungle, it's 007 on a jungler Vi. For the mid lane, that is G4. Gold 4? G4?
G4.
Okay. On the Fizz. And for the bottom duo, that would be Lloyd for the Lucian and Valen on the Janna. Of course.
As for War Gods, we do have JLC on that top lane Rumble. Skill will be on the jungle Lee Sin. Ochi, of course, will be our Serath mid lane. VYY with the Corki ADR. And Stronger will be our support Nami. So,
Stronger?
Wow. Woo, Stronger. Alright. So, yes, I just want to recap the compositions strategy-wise for me. I can see that for BKT, they're going in for that in-your-face type of composition. You can see that there's a Fizz, there's the Vi, so they could go in there, follow up by Lissandra and Lucian, and lots of damage there. As for War Gods, there's going to be something like we're going to try and get you while you're trying to go to us. Parang makita na Ochi will try to use his ultimate to barrage enemies away from himself, and then the follow-up coming from Rumble, his Equalizer is a good counter engage item as well. Slow damage, it's all there. Now, of course, you never know the mid damage spike from Corki if he gets that Trinity Force.
Yes.
Lots of damage.
Trinity Force talaga. Early game lang, kailangan lang mairaos kay Corki. So guys, sa lahat ng mga viewers natin, again, you are watching the Garena Premier League 2015 Spring Season. Game 2, battle between Bangkok Titans against GameX War Gods. So, okay. Take note that in the first game, Bangkok Titans was able to bag in the first victory.
Yes.
Solid win for Bangkok Titans. So, let's see how will War Gods step up into this game.
Yes. Bangkok Titans does have that momentum from game 1, but let's not count War Gods out just yet because we do have one of the best teams here in Philippines. So, support!
Puso! Rakista Pilipinas!
Rakista Pilipinas.
As in, busog na busog yung esports scene natin ngayon sa bansa, di ba? I just want to discuss as we wait for the game to load up. We'll be seeing your one and only GS Azuray for the LCL, no? LOL Collegiate League.
That's gonna be on Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m.
Yes, if you check out our pro gaming Garena Esports, Esports page, you'll be seeing the provisions there nung LOL Collegiate League. Grabe, ang interesting, ang sarap tingnan kasi there is a compensation or parang prize din para sa school aside aside sa mapapanalunan din nung team na magcha-champion. So,
and of course naman, syempre, kahit nila sabihin na hindi sila Mineski or War Gods, syempre, makikita natin na they're a team that wants to be in the competitive scene. And of course, with these new teams that are coming in, makikita natin that they might do something like Twisted Fate Jungle or siguro sabihin natin Oriana Jungle sa mga nakalaro ko dyan. Testing ko yun.
I mean, with this scene na nai-integrate yung esports sa pag-aaral, andun na, parang nakikita na natin yung daan na papunta doon eh.
There's not only one way to play the game. Siyempre, you have to try out the new builds, new strategies to see if it works for you and your team.
Yes,
so we might see that in the LCL, there might be something like that.
Yes. So, kayo guys, sa lahat ng mga manlalaro natin na nag-aaral din, I mean, be sure to catch for that LCL.
Yes.
Kasi, I mean, really good inspiration para sa nag-aaral natin. I mean, sige na nga, gawin ko na tong assignment ko para makapag
LCL na ako.
iGift. Regarding the iGift muli.
Oh yeah, right. iGift, guys.
Yes.
It's back up, so you can try to gift yourself 59 pesos, I believe.
Yes, 59 pesos.
So may piso ka pa kung 60 pesos ang pera mo.
Details of the iGift, I think it's from December 12 today until December 15, and you have up to 5. Pwede ka magregalo ng 5 beses sa sarili mo.
Per day yun or talaga sa duration?
Hindi ko alam kung grabing mayaman ka or malungkot ka lang talaga.
SMP talaga no?
Para regaluhan ng 5 beses yung sarili mo. Pero really awesome stuff to unlock skins. I mean, so far, ang daming good stuff na naririnig ko for the mystery skin.
There's a lot of high chance probability na makukuha nyo Spirit God Udyr, or at least yung mga gusto nyong klaseng skins that worth 200 and above. So, swertihan na lang guys. Alright.
So let's just wait up for
Alright, so
our teams to wait.
just to recap the teams again, we're gonna have Lissandra for the top lane, Vi for the jungle, Fizz for the mid lane, Lucian for the ADR, and support Janna for the support for BKT. As for War Gods, we're going to have Rumble in the top lane, Lee Sin in the jungle, Seraph in the mid lane, Corki in the ADR position, and Nami for the support. Alright, so we're in now to the Rift, and excited na ako. Yes, let's do this! Woo!
So, Bangkok Titans, also Wargods GameX, no early pings coming from both teams. Parang walang masyadong plano to go for an early invade, making sure that all entrances nababantayan lang.
Yes.
At there will be pause mechanics, probably some technical difficulties again. Nung pagpasok natin sa Summoner's Rift, nakita ko na naman si Stronger sa Nami. Wala lang. I mean, in the pro gaming series, napaka-interesting talaga nung plays na ginagawa ni Stronger on the Nami. I'm actually a Stronger fan. Personally, myself is a Stronger fan. Nung jungler pa siya. Ganun, na-inspire ako nung jungler pa siya. Ngayong support na siya. Sige lang.
Sige lang, go lang.
Alright, so let's just wait up.
Alright, so as you can see for the openings of the teams, they're all going for the entrances of their jungle. So they just want to get that regular, let's say, start for their jungles. They don't want any cheesy plays coming in from the enemy team. So they just want to see if the teams, they just want to see if the teams will do something cheesy, as I've said before.
Yes, and it's interesting na makita yung starting items ni Serat versus Fizz. Look at the Fizz item. So that is a crystalline flash.
So he just wants to regenerate his health quickly, more. Because Ochi does have his Xerath mid lane. And of course, as you know guys, range does beat melee in the early stages of the game. So, little bit of auto attacks, then the Q ability from Xerath, that's a lot of damage. So, Crystalline Flask and 3 pots will keep him healthy if for him to just farm up and level up regularly. Yes.
Fizz has the mobility to dodge Xerath skills. Pero, Xerath has the cooldowns. Against Fizz. So, kailangan pa rin talaga ni Fizz ng solid sustain against Xerath.
Yes, also jungle starts. It looks like Lee Sin will start with his red side of jungle, while Vi will go 007 will start in with the blue side. So this means that Vi will start probably with the Gromp. So poison for him. As for skill, he will go in for the Krugs for stun for him. So for you guys who use the jungle, you should know which side you should start on. If it's either poison from the Gromp, kaya hindi kayo mabilis mag-attack speed and you can't get the stun fast enough, go for that. It's better. As if you want to go for stun, go for the Krugs.
Yes.
Something like that.
So early wards coming from Bangkok Titans, landing it out not even in the 1 minute mark, only in the 50-minute mark. So pwede silang Wargods could offer a late jungle invade.
But I don't think they will because War Gods
positioning nito.
And also War Gods composition for the early game invade isn't as strong as probably as you can see for BKT. There we go.
So na lang tayo dito sa Summoner's Rift. Napaka-cliche kasi merong mermaid sa river.
Mermaid sa river.
And I think skill will start. Yeah, it's a Grump.
Yes, as I said before, here we go. We're going to stop up with the Grump and the Krugs. So like I've said, they just want the poison for... and so you can see now that VY will start for that level 2...
advantage.
Yes, advantages. And Lloyd will start with the Krug as well. So this early level 2 for both ADRs here.
So, pasok talaga sa... in meta na tong Krugs and Grump start for the bottom lanes.
Yes.
Okay, so steady up in the Summoner's Rift. Minsan alam mo, Asuray, tinatry namin yan kasi nagsusupport lang ako kasi wala na tapos na yung jungling ko I mean, tinatry namin yung level 2. Palyado no, so minsan talaga minsan nagle-level 2 kayo parehas yata. Pero mas safe na i-allow mo na lang talaga yung yung ADR mo na mag-level 2 alone.
Yes, safer. As you can see right now, a little bit of a duel here in the bot lane.
Yes, and Gamers Wargods trying to trade in with BKT Lloyd. It's very obvious that BKT Lloyd has that early game advantage on Lucian against the Corki. Now Stronger only left to fight this one out versus the flash out of him. Lloyd putting that one last hit, but Stronger will get back to the safety of his turret.
Okay, so they did not respect the fighting potential that a level 2 Lucian with the shield coming in from the Janna, that bonus AD. Wow!
Yung piercing light, solid na pasok. Tapos relentless pursuit, double passive. So more than 6 hits na yon on that maybe say 3 second.
Yes. Wow, so much damage coming in from the bot lane. As you can see also, Ochi is pushing back G4 quite significantly. Like I've said guys, yes, range does beat melee in the starting. And now you can see Ochi having a little bit of that CS advantage and health advantage as well.
Also, Warlock, Lissandra Warlock. Anong skin ni Lissandra yan?
I think that's... I'm not sure. I don't use Lissandra too much.
Warlock forma talaga. I mean, Lissandra, Warlock on Lissandra, successfully shoving JLC.
Yeah,
onto the top, no? Bawas na bawas si JLC.
Yeah, so for Ochi, it's his lane to win, and now for top lane, it's Warlock's lane to win because they are in that range form. But you might see a little bit of the action coming in from the jungles. Vi is a little bit near, but Ochi did ward this area in the entrance on the river, so he's a little bit safe when Vi goes into the bot side.
Okay, so we are seeing here G4 on the Crystalline Plus. Nababawi niya muli yung kanyang health mula sa shove na ginagawa ni Ochi. Now, Stronger is still going aggressive here, catching the Howling Gale. He has no flash up. Definitely a kill being given to Lloyd.
Okay, again, a little bit of respect from bot lane of War Gods. I mean, they should have known that the damage is there from Lucian because of the bonus buff that he got from the shield of Janna.
Yes, plus the passive na double hit.
Also, I like what Valen, the support Janna for BKT is doing. Is actually just CCing, peeling using that Howling Gale and giving the shield to Lloyd, and then Lloyd does all the damage for them.
Yes, so those early game advantage has a 1k lead now in favor of Bangkok Titans. Not yet reaching the 5 minutes of the game, and the Valkyrie out of BYY getting counter engaged by Skill. Now punching through Lloyd as Lloyd puts those hits onto Skill. A piercing light. Binulag yung ating Lee Seed. And pero yung kill mapupunta pa rin kay Janna. So yeah.
But again, nice kiting from Lloyd, but again, I just want to say so much over committance coming in from War Gods. As you can see, they're just feeding the XP and kills to this bot lane. And Lucian has that mid-game spike like Corki. So, gosh, that's a little bit of bad plays coming in from both. Whoa!
Okay, so 007 spotted by JLC here.
One more hit.
Flashes in into the turret and...
This might kill.
And that's a kill! Under turret kill by JLC. Good job
JLC.
Micromanaging those kills, no? Okay.
He timed it correctly. I mean, he was one hit away from dying. But of course, they don't have the ignite, so they can only realize. And also, they use their flash early on to get those roots and follow-up damage. But of course, JLC did a little bit have that shield from his W. And he was able to use the slow as well, so that the tower could deal enough damage to get him the kill onto 007. So, wow.
Salamat dun sa Doran shield.
Yes,
medyo bawas na boss yung normal hit ni Lissandra dun. So,
very nice mechanics coming in from JLC. Yes.
Okay, so that is the first skill being bagged by Wargot, but still solid lead for Bangkok Titans. Now closing into a 1.5k gold lead.
And all the gold lead is coming on his bot lane. As you can see right here, that Lloyd has a 1,000 gold lead against VYY. So in terms of damage, as you can see right now, look at the flash there.
Yes.
So yeah, the damage and the gold lead is in Lloyd's favor, and of course he got that that Avarice Blade for more farming potential. Of course, a little bit of the critical hit chance when they go for those mini skirmishes. Of course, just a little bit of that percentage is enough. I mean, kahit 1% nga, diba?
Knowing also na yung mga flash is gamit na sa bot lane. Pwede talaga mag-shove etong pwede nang mag full on aggro etong bottom duo ng Bangkok Titans.
Here comes the follow-up damage yet again. And wow. You see that they are now trying to respect the damage that Lloyd has.
Okay, and also it all ends here as the Kaling goes down in the bottom lane. Also good harass coming from Warlock up on the top lane. And the bottom lane of Bangkok Titans successfully shoved GameX War Gods into their turret.
I'm really liking what Lloyd is doing. Even though he's in tower range, he's still doing the damage that he wants to because he has the shield coming in from Valen. Yes, and of course there's no counter engage coming in from BYY or Stronger. Stronger can only use his bubble. That's it.
Okay, now
Oh wow!
4 members of Bangkok Titans teleporting in si Warlock and a quick successful peek against Stronger.
Yes. As you can see, no damage there coming in from War Gods. And BKT, no damage onto them because 007 was tanking the tower, but the shield again from Valen was there.
So, as the bottom lane gets out of control, this Dragon, tingnan natin kung may
Ochi is
shield
using
ni
his
Ochi.
ultimate.
Yes, also on the G4 on the back of JLC, also skill going for that kill, but still the Dragon getting smite by Vi. Now JLC doing what he can to defend against 5 members of BKT. There's a jump, an urgent strike from G4 plus okay, playful trickster, normal hits as 007
yes.
tanks the turret.
That was a 3-4 exchange with the Dragon in favor of Bangkok Titans. So wow, everything they did was amazing.
Yes.
They used G4 to just be a flank champion for them. They didn't need him inside the Dragon Pit, so just wanted for him to be outside to see if he can get any picks. And you can see he was able to kill Skill, the only one in War Gods' team who could actually get that Dragon Steel for War Gods.
Yes.
Ochi, he did use his ultimate to try and get it, but the damage isn't there. He only has that Chalice of Harmony and Amplifying Tome to do damage, and as you know, that's not enough.
Yes, things are looking gloomy here as we see the gold lead now closing in onto 3.5k. Also a 6-kill lead, all in favor of Bangkok Titans.
And as we were talking before, the composition of Bangkok Titans is that dive-in composition,
Yes.
all in or nothing. And as you can see, they are getting everything from War Gods.
In the early game, ito yung kailangan nila yung early game ng Bangkok Titans, and nakukuha talaga nila. So this will be very hard pagdating sa late game because Bangkok Titans could easily pick on members ng War Gods if they're not able to group up. Pero laning phase pa lang actually hanggang ngayon
And what's happening right now is Bangkok Titans is harassing this fact that War Gods can't do clashes as of yet. They are still doing that, as you said, laning phase.
Yes, one of the only ways na pwedeng makabawi itong War Gods would be a game-changing equalizer.
Yes.
From
and
JLC.
And good positioning coming in from Corky.
Yes.
Yes, he does have that damage if he gets the Trinity Force. So we just have to wait for that. But you can see now 007 is camping, and here he goes.
Yes, charging here. There's also Bolt Breaker process the plus of JLC. Plus a follow through by Warlock says S, and that is a solid kill onto JLC Bubble as Vi flies up on the air, giving that kill onto Skill. Walang mana si Warlock, no?
Yes, put your hands up in the air, my gosh. Alright, so very nice counter gank there coming in from Stronger and Skill, but the kill did go in favor of still in Bangkok Titans because Warlock did get the kill. So even though if that was a counter jungle, the gold lead, the XP is still going in favor of the top lane. He's still going to have that advantage in the top lane. So I think they should try and do a little bit more ganking there or somewhere else. At least get a tower in the bot lane. I'm not sure because you can see right now that Lloyd is alone. So there's a numbers advantage. Yeah, there's a numbers advantage in the bot lane. If Stronger is there, they could get a pick there for themselves. So that's one of the strategies that War Gods can try to do against Bangkok Titans.
Going back into the bot lane, it's interesting, no? Pansin ko lang sa kaling lahat ni Lucian. For ano lang talaga, wave clear.
Harassing purposes.
For
actually,
shoving lang.
Oh, you can see right now.
Zephyr plus a Howling Gale, very good. Howling Gale by Valen. Forces the flash out of Valen, dodging that sonic wave. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, if you're going to calculate the damage from Lucian, for his first 3 skills without the ultimate and then the passive, he does more damage than using his ultimate. So it's better for him to just use the ultimate to harass or to clear the waves, because he does have that amplified damage against the minions when he uses his ultimate. So that's one of the mechanics that Illusion player can do. Bot tier 1 tower is super low right now. Just a few more hits and it'll go down.
Yes, pero nakikita natin si Vi dito. 007 getting that pick on the bot. There's a punch onto Stronger. Follow through by Lloyd. Dodges
nice
the
flash.
bubble versus the flash. Also onto the Nami. And they will get back onto their turret safety. As skill flanks on the side.
007 didn't have his assault and battery up, so there was no follow-up CC coming in from Bangkok Titans. But still, as you can see, the pressure from Bangkok Titans is just pushing BYY and Stronger out of their lane. As you can see, CS advantage 106 to 89. So wow.
And also looking at the ward coverage here by Bangkok Titans, no? Invested on the blue side jungle.
Oh wow. Yes.
You know, blue side jungle.
So they really want to focus onto the bot lane of War Gods, because they know if Corki gets a little bit of damage items, he has the ability to turn the game around for them.
Yes. Also, less than 1 minute na lang into the dragon.
Oh yeah.
And the first dragon being bagged by Bangkok Titans.
Yes. In my opinion, first dragon is the most important, just because it gives you that 8%, I believe, ability power and attack damage. Second would be the damage to the monsters and minions, so that helps out the jungle clear and the push clear. But other than that, in fight potential, the first dragon is the most important.
Yes.
Oh!
Hey, so Zephyr follow through by Howling Gale, punches by 007. JLC burning up Warlock, but will flash out as we see the Rumble flying high.
Warlock was super low. If JLC had Ignite, that would have been a kill, but of course, it was a teleport.
Tsaka 3-man gap.
Yeah.
Hirap mag-survive.
Yes. The warding coming in from War Gods is very insufficient right now. As you can see right here, wow, they're only warding the bot side of their map. As for Bangkok Titans, they're literally warding only the area of War Gods. So this means that they want to see wherever skill is going, so that they could use this to their advantage. As you can see that 007 and Valen was in the top lane for that free kill onto JLC. And yeah, GameX War Gods is paying the price for this war discrepancy, and now you can see that the dragon is up. This might be a dragon fight.
Good rotation coming from GameX War Gods to take up position here in the dragon. Also getting Taunty.
They're getting the
Taunty.
Yeah, Taunty.
The Scuttler. Okay.
Warlock does have his teleport up there, so even though if he split push, he can teleport in if his team needs him.
Yes, also gusto ko i-emphasize ngayon, sinabi mo kanina na yung first dragon buff ay napakahalaga. Even Riot has agreed to it. They will nerf the first dragon buff from 8% going now to 6%.
Oh. Whoa, you can see that dragon
initiated by GameX War Gods.
I like the play from War Gods. They are juggling this dragon aggro, so doesn't auto attack anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pro players.
Yes, pro players, man.
Ooh. So let's see, Urchin Strike onto JLC. Will there be a follow through? Ochi getting lots of damage, but there will be a zone from the equalizer. Now focusing the dragon up, and a skill from Vi will get the second dragon onto Bangkok Titans. The fight breaks out. There's the Landry by Stronger. Now let's see into this choke point. How will they fight? Lloyd in the front line getting those 2 rockets from the Rumble. Okay, so yun, that is skill getting picked up by Bangkok Titans. Missing that Dragon Smite.
I was sure that skill was about to get that dragon,
yes.
But wow, the timing from 007 was incredible. He got the steal. I think it was one hit or 2 hits away from dying. And the timing, the timing from his Q, and then dash in and then smite that dragon.
Ano yung team ni 007? 10. 007
Bond.
in action.
He's doing the James Bond.
Na James Bond si Dragon.
Yes, and the follow-up coming in from Bangkok Titans. I think JLC did a little bit of a misplay there. He carried the ultimate of Fizz onto him to Ochi as well. As he saw, nakita mo na-knock up na onti sa Ochi. And that forced him to flash, just move away farther.
JLC, natapik mo ko.
Yeah, something like that. And VYY wasn't able to do anything there because he was out of position. He was forced to Valkyrie out of the fight and just try to do something when there was like they were just in the entrance of the jungle.
Yes.
But of course, BKT already did the damage. They got Skill because Skill went in and overextended, and no one from his team helped him. And now, as you can see, that was a free kill to them, and another great Dragon Steel coming in from 007.
Now, 3 members of Bangkok Titans still focusing JLC. As we see the scoreboard up top, that's an 8 kill lead.
Yes.
Also, a 7k gold
Oh!
lead. Now, double catch by G4. He will not be able to play for Trickster his way out of this. Okay, and yeah, Ochi just sending away those right of the arcane. Now, there's a battery and assault onto Skill. He has no skills up. Oh, there will be a safeguard by Ochi, but will that ignite Sick finish him up? There is a cloud! Finishing up! Finishing up Skill. Now, 2 members of GameX War Gods going for Warlock here. There is the tidal wave connecting onto Warlock. Forces to SS himself up for defense plus the Zonya. Now JLC getting the safety from the side.
Oh, you survived!
Very good mechanics coming from Warlock. Now here comes the cavalry as Bangkok Titans goes for the counter engage. Also Valen support versus support, but stronger sends the reporter applying a fire, but still will get the kill.
Valen is on
with a double buff.
Yes. So wow. I just want to say that War Gods in that top lane, Stronger and JLC, were trying to take a play out of the book of BKT. They wanted to use the Yama's ultimate for offensive purposes, but Warlock was able to mitigate the damage from them. And whoa, nice damage coming from G4.
And nag-flash pa dun si BYY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he just wanted to try and see if he could like crit and burst down G4 quite fast, but the Q from him dodges that phosphorus bomb.
Now G4 could now easily take the AD carry one-on-one ng War Gods.
Also right now, I want to commend 007 for his gas. I mean, he has been doing the James Bond ever since the game started. As you can see, even though he's 3, 2, and 4, he has been everywhere on the map. And wow, Valen!
Getting burned out by JLC here, forces the moonshot out of him. There's a 3-man Howling Gale. 007 for the action. 3-man Vault Breaker, but still, Jara will go down as he gets the flames onto JLC. The blue buff here. There's a counter engage by G4, also by Lloyd onto the back. And that is triple kill for the Lucian.
Okay. I'm not sure. Never go in too hard on the support, on a kill for a support.
Na may double buff.
Yeah, may double buff.
Double buff.
Because his teams can follow up. I mean, they were in the jungle of Bangkok Titans. My gosh.
Yes.
And they didn't have any vision of it. They didn't know where the enemy members from Bangkok Titan was. So that was a questionable play coming in from War Gods.
Medyo masamang senyales na yun kapag binuhos mo na yung mga skill mo.
Yeah, and still
tapos medyo buhay-buhay pa yung
support. Yeah.
Oh,
As itemization wise, we can see right now that BYY does have his Trinity Force, but in the side of the ADR for Bangkok Titans, Lloyd has that Infinity Edge and almost a static shiv. So use a skill, get those 2 hits, hope for a crit. That's enough damage, man.
Okay, so 1 minute into the Dragon, Bangkok Titans now able to gain the vision coverage here into the blue jungle side of War Gods.
Oh, here's a pick.
Okay, SS onto skill. Also Howling Gale plus a follow through by Lord, getting jump up by the tidal wave. There is the bubble plus a sonic wave equalizer by JLC. Now, War Gods going for the chase here. Tingnan natin kung may counter engage. There's the right of the arcane strike 3 by Ochi. Now, counter engage by Warlock. There's a pick onto JLC. 007 in the front line as they should. To the members of GameX War Gods. Ochi still going for the signature. There's a punch on by 007 and Lloyd gaining those triple kills against GameX War Gods.
Wow, so I just want to say that War Gods isn't using their skills to their fullest potential. You can see JLC dropped his equalizer in the middle of the road there,
yes.
And it hit no one.
Ang nangyayari sa laban na to kapag dating sa engage, bantayan ng cooldown.
Yeah, I mean, War Gods should do how do you say this, a reactive counter engage rather than engage for themselves, because Bangkok Titans is built for engaging.
Yes.
War Gods needs to counter engage, and And when Ochi was using his ultimate there, you can see that Lloyd was doing a matrix move. He was dodging left and right, and every skill shot that Ochi did missed him.
Yes. During
Wow.
that, I think, third na yata yun na counter-engage. Wargads has nothing in their pocket na. Nagamit na yung tidal wave. JLC is not building tanky to peel for his teammates. So, yeah, pwede talagang maka-stomp through lang yung Bangkok Titans
Yes.
against Wargads.
And like I've said before, the strategy for War Gods now, even though if they're losing, they still have a small window of opportunity for them to get back into the game. But in terms of clashes, they should be more into these counter engages, because as you can see right now, they don't have enough damage to burst anyone down quickly enough, right?
Yes.
Yes. So they have to do something like use the Nami bubble to, for example, 007 might try to go in, bubble him, try to burst him down. If not, just go back. Then use probably the equalizer from GLC to try and split the team in half. Because he has the damage. He has an Abyssal Scepter, a Hunting Guys, and Sorcerer Shoes. So the Magic Pen is there. And then they could use someone like JLC to try and... Oh wow.
May banner.
Okay,
May
so who has the
banner
banner?
yung creep na.
Oh, okay. So that's the elixir, I believe. Oh no.
Naka-buff,
Naka-banner
pang-buff up
pala
nung
si,
creep.
si Warlock. Alright.
So, on to the back line.
Oh!
007 putting that SS onto BYY versus the flash out of him now. He dies under turret. But there is the urgent strike by G4 flanking 3 members. Shoving 3 members of GameX War Gods as Lloyd gets the double kill for that team fight.
Alright, so even though 007 went too hard onto them and died immediately, the follow-up from his teammates are there. And of course, as we know, Lloyd is super fed right now. Static Shift, Bloodthirster, and Infinity Edge. All the crits, all the lifesteal is there for him. And he just needs to use his teammates as a distraction so he can just do free hits. I mean, he's doing so much damage right now. He has 293 damage with the critical strikes coming in from these his items. So wow.
Okay, things are just really looking gloomy here for GameX War Gods as they have only one inhibitor and inhibitor turret in their base habang minions has spawned pa rin ang side ng Bangkok Titans.
Yes.
No turret has been pushed.
Even one, bro.
25 minutes into the game.
Yes. So I really like to say that War Gods isn't utilizing their team composition well, but Bangkok Titans does have that advantage. Whoa, there you go. Yes.
Playful trickster pa rin.
So I can see right now, it might Bangkok Titans' only objective right now is the bot lane turret and that Baron, which might be their next objective as of now. They are hovering near that Baron area. See now the wardings for... Oh, there's a teleport coming in from Lissandra.
Okay, flanking up on the back line of GameX War Gods would be Lissandra using that SS onto herself, slowing down members of GameX War Gods as 007 follows through onto skill. Lloyd still putting those hits and piercing light. They dash in onto the Nexus turret. Valen doing a good job getting those lasers onto her. Lloyd getting a lot of damage here versus the flash. There's a flash by G4, shoving BYY onto the fountain. Oh god.
And this might be it.
That's the Nexus turret going down in favor of Bangkok Titans. This game just looks gloomy, and I think
if BYY can try to do something,
the death timers
might be able to help him.
Wala nang Nexus turret para to make those plays, and yes, that is the second game victory for Bangkok Titans. So, mapapansin natin yung gap dito, not on the skill, but yung nakasanayan.
Yes.
Na ang nagaganap kasing labanan ngayon dito sa ating bansa would be the Siege meta, Siege versus Siege meta. Pero ito nga, Bangkok Titans going for an all-in composition, playing it effectively. So, ayun, so going back into getting into the scoreboard, makikita natin na ang lakas nung 28-5 in favor of Bangkok Titans.
Bangkok Titans. I just want to say that wow, Bangkok Titans from the get-go did so much in everything. 007 with his ganks just went in onto let's say VYY and then to JLC and then tower dives, man. Of course, Valen was there to shield him, keep him safe. He didn't even take any damage from his the towers, and the ganks coming in from skill weren't I mean on par. Wow, just
Mhm.
wow,
Looking
that
also
was a
on
stomp.
Lloyd
Woo!
and Warlock. He had to die onto that game.
Yeah,
Infinite KDA.
yeah. And
Mhm.
BKT Valen did get a rampage at some point in the game. So and yes, also I just want to say that War Gods did too much over aggression into their plays. I mean, they tried to engage with their skills, and when those skills were, let's say, the equalizer hindi na siya active, BKT would just turn around and then kill them immediately. They would use something like Nami's ultimate to try and get a pick off, but like I've said, they should have tried and do a counter engage rather than engage for their team composition, because they were
Yes.
losing the engage that
Okay.
engage fight. Wow.
Yes, so humanity
Woo.
has yet to take a stand against the Titans as the first two set of games, Bangkok Titans versus GameX War Gods, works out in favor of BKT Bangkok Titans.
Yes.
So that
Wow.
is two victories for Bangkok Titans.
Yes,
Group
2-0.
stage tayo ngayon, no, for Garena Premier League. So let's see our next match. Tingnan
Yes.
natin. Also coming from War Gods, that is War Gods Perry in Disguise Diamond versus Asus Fate.
Yes.
Alright, so tingnan natin kung anong kapalaran ng ating nagtitigasang Diamond guys against Asus Fate mamaya on Game 3.
Yes.
Again guys, you are watching the Garena Premier League 2015 Spring Season. Bago tayo magpaalam, magpakilala tayo uli. I am Garena Shoutcaster G Ashinbu, that is Ashinbu with a 1 for an I.
Yes, and I'm GS Astray with an I.
Okay, so kita-kits guys. See you guys later on Game 3.
Yes, see you guys.